Good day folks, Sean here from Air Photography. So in this video I'm going to be unboxing the brand new GoPro Max 2. Now this is not a review, we're just going to take a look at the new equipment and I'm going to give you some of my thoughts, my initial thoughts on the release. And then of course a review and some demonstrations and comparisons will be coming over the next week or so. I am extremely ecstatic that GoPro has released another 360 camera. The more competition we can have in the market, the better. The consumer ends up winning. Lower prices, more innovation. The GoPro Max 2 brings some really interesting upgrades, especially when you compare it against the original Max, which is about 6 years old now. So they've really updated that. There is some disappointments, however, with it. First of all, the batteries still don't support quick charging, which isn't a big thing for everybody, but I do prefer my batteries to be able to be quick charged. Unfortunately, that's not the case. They did upgrade them to Enduro batteries now, but they are not quick charge. And it's still using the GP2 processor, which is a little bit disappointing. The GP2 processor has been around for quite some time. I'm not sure exactly when the first GoPro was released with it, but it is kind of a dated chip. And that's why we haven't seen some of the newer GoPros with some of the capabilities of more modern action cameras. So a little disappointing that it has the GP2 in it. And especially if they don't plan on releasing a new one every year, if this is going to be their 360 action camera for the next 3 or 4 years, it would have been nice to have a more modern chip. The other nice thing is that the Max 2 has user replaceable lenses, and even compared to something like the Insta360 X5, which has user replaceable lenses, it seems to be a much easier process. But with all that said, let's get into it and we'll take a quick look at it. I'm a big fan of 360 cameras. I've been using them a long time. I really like some of the unique viewpoints, the unique perspectives you can capture with them. So we'll open up the top there. We get our literature. You can see the camera must be updated before we can use it. That seems to be a common thing with cameras nowadays. The last few GoPros anyways had to be updated before we could use them. And we just get some basic information. Cleaning cloth, a little GoPro cleaning cloth, GoPro stickers, and some other product information. We get a USB-C to USB-C charging and data cable. Here is the Enduro battery. Now, one thing I kind of wish they had done with the batteries is make it compatible with the Hero series as well. So you could use the same batteries in your 360 camera as you can the action camera, similar to what DJI has done. We got a buckle mount, standard thumb screw, of course the buckle mount. Sorry, I may have called that a buckle mount. That's the buckle mount receiver. Then of course here we have the camera. As you can see, it looks a little dusty, but that's just from this packaging. Another sticker on the back there saying it must be updated. And with the new GoPro Max 2, it has 3 different ways in which it can be mounted. We have a 1/4-20, so if you want to connect it to an extension pole, you can just screw it in there. It also has the fold-out finger mounts, so you can connect it to traditional GoPro mounts. And it is also fully compatible with the GoPro magnetic mounts. So if you have these from your Hero 13 Black, they're fully compatible. We have 2 lens covers, which is nice. And as mentioned, these lenses are user replaceable. You can just twist them like that. And as you can see, they come right off. So that's actually a really nice feature. You can literally have those changed out in the field if you happen to damage them in a matter of seconds. I don't have my original Max. I sold it a couple years ago just because I wasn't using it anymore. But the screen on this one is a little bit larger. And it now supports 4K single lens mode. So if you're going to be using this like a more traditional action camera, you can film in 4K at 60 frames per second using either the front or the back lens. Plus, while filming in single lens mode, you can utilize that Max Hyperview field of view, which is going to be really nice. Now, just for those who are curious, here is a size comparison to the Insta360 X5. And here is a size comparison against the DJI Osmo 360. So now at this point, I've got to get the battery charged up and then get the firmware updated. And I'm actually pretty excited to start digging in and testing it out. You can see if we open up the side there, we got the battery compartment, USB-C, and then the memory card slot. If this is a camera you're interested in, make sure you're subscribed, as I will be covering it fully over the coming weeks and months. So yeah, folks, that is a quick look, a quick unboxing of the new GoPro Max 2. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it had value. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.